Probably saw it on Instagram. Very popular. Like, meaning popular as in they're doing a great job promoting what they're trying to promote. This has nothing to do with the brand. I am not against them. I am for them. But just as a braider, you guys are getting my raw reaction of how I feel about it. So, I've been waiting for this package for quite some time. I'm gonna open it on camera. I'm gonna see what this is about. I don't know if you guys have heard of Rebundle. Their advertisements are like all over Instagram. I just got the package and I just wanna open it and record it and see what it's about. Have you guys heard of plant-based hair? It's called, Rebundle Braid Better. I just want to see what this is about. Comes in a bag like this. This thing was all over my Instagram, and so I was like, I want to try it. I feel like as a braider, we should know these things. But this is plant-based braiding hair, which obviously a lot of people have reactions to synthetic hair. So the concept of plant-based hair is good. It says that braid better fibers are thick and textured. Plant-based braiding hair maintains natural properties, providing better memory and durability. It's handcrafted. It's made from extracted banana fiber. So the things that would typically irritate people's scalp, this brand, Rebundle, is saying that you should not experience. Store it in the bag, gently unbraid, You can still dip your ends. Do not burn it though with a flame. I don't know do people still use flames to seal the ends? I know I don't. And you could use a flat iron. Recommended use within 6 months of purchase. So I guess with plant-based, it's a little different. So here it is. Here's the packaging. Here's how it came in the bag. Okay. It looks blue, right? Is it me or does this look blue? I don't think it is blue. I think it's black. I think I got two different colors, black and off black. It's a little more frayed. It feels sturdier, like thicker, wiry, more wiry. I guess that's a better way to say it. This is interesting. It seems to be, I don't know. But because it's plant-based, I'm wondering how this acts in water. It's very wiry. I'm gonna brush it a little and see. Yeah, these strands are definitely thicker. I'll see. And I just made my braider cheat sheet for anybody who ever wonders what braiding hair to use, if you're just getting started, if you do your own hair, if you want to know what braiding hair to use, what products, heat protectant. I have it in a new cheat sheet that I put in my bio for you guys to kind of get started or have an idea of what braiders are using. Wow, look at one strand of this hair. It's really, this is one strand. That's to tell you. That's pretty sturdy. I'm so afraid. I feel like I'm gonna mess it up. And this is long too. How do you think it would be against the cuticle layer of hair? Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. This to me feels more like coarse textured hair. I think against fine hair, this would be too heavy. It'll be too thick. I don't know if they considered that. Different, black hair is not one thing. So I don't know if this takes that into consideration. How much was a bag? A bag was about, I think, this was for research purposes. I think I spent about $40 for this. So this would have to only be for like a quick jumbo pony situation. I don't know that I would do a head full of braids with this. That's just me personally. I would be scared to use this on fine hair. Yeah, exactly. I don't think this is ideal for fine hair at all. I think it's too thick. One strand is really, really thick, as y'all saw. This is one strand of hair. One strand. I mean, listen, I think the concept is amazing. $40. Yes, Kristen, $40. I want to know these things as a braider. I said I have to make the decision to say, am I going to be aware? I was very curious because I have a lot of clients who are allergic to braiding hair. And so this, to me, I had to invest to see what it was about so that I could share for anybody who was curious. I think this will work best on very coarse hair, medium to normal to coarse hair, not fine hair. It's gonna be too heavy. I'm not in love, and this is just a first impression. This has nothing to do with the company. This is just my natural first impression. They did not pay me. I bought this with my own money. I'm not too thrilled about how it feels. I think their concept is amazing, but I don't, like, you know, for a braider, the way the hair feels in our hands also makes a difference. Probably saw it on Instagram. Very popular. Like, meaning popular as in they're doing a great job promoting what they're trying to promote, which is healthy alternative plant-based hair. I was with it. I am with it still. It's just that now that I got my order, this is my first reaction. So again, this has nothing to do with the brand. I am not against them. I am for them. But just as a braider, you guys are getting my raw reaction. I think it's pretty, right? But you know, for me, it's more than the visual. You know, synthetic hair, even though it irritates, which is horrible, and we don't want that stuff in our systems, you can take a little, well, let me pinch off a little piece. And I don't know what is on it, but it's making me cough. Drop a little piece. Oh, this can't be good. Pinched off a little piece, and this is, oh dear. Okay, I'm gonna put that right there. So this is a little piece I pinched off. I don't know if I'm supposed to wash it first. I think this, I will lose a lot of hair in the prep. I'm assuming. Just on how I pulled out this piece, this is in my other hand. It doesn't look like hair. Definitely a unique. Well, yeah, it doesn't look like hair. And that's the other beauty of synthetic hair, even though we have a love-hate with it. It looks, moves, and behaves like hair, like blow-dried hair. Because this is plant-based, I'm not the scientist, but I'm assuming you lose some of that property. Again, this to me feels like more coarse hair. I pinched off a little piece and I lost a few strands. I will say, if I was to, let me see if I straighten it back out, what happens. And I'm getting a lot more broken pieces, which I don't experience when I split apart braiding hair. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, once again, this is fresh out the packaging. I just wanted to share in that moment. If you have tried it or used it or was considering, we just had this moment here together. I have never ordered the brand before. I've never tried it. This is not sponsored. This is my raw reaction to opening. It's sturdy as hell. Like, so I'm gonna try to braid something. I don't know that I could, yeah, this is giving me a lot of shedding. But so does synthetic hair, right? So this plant-based hair, it'll take getting used to. I ordered 2 bundles just to try it. Whatever is on the coating, it's tickling my throat. It's healthier for the client, but just as a braider, I don't know that I would choose this to braid with, right? I just don't know. I see they're like a lot more broken pieces. Can you see that? It's like there's a lot more broken pieces, but I am here for plant-based hair. Like, I want there to be an alternative for us, and it's fully recyclable. I think when you take down your hair, you can send it to them so that they can do their process with it. This is me brushing through it. This is what came out. I don't know, guys. If you are curious as to what type of hair I do use, whatever products, I just dropped a digital product that has a list of like over 20 brands that I suggest personally. The link is in my bio. This is just a personal starter pack, whether you braid your hair or you're starting to braid and don't know what to get. You don't seem to be getting what you pay for the money you spent. You should be able to use the majority of the package without most of it being tangled. I agree. It looks thicker than regular braided hair. Yes, Kalia, if I said your name right. It is thicker. That's one thing I do notice. This plant-based hair is thicker, but as Kristen says, for the amount that you get to what I'm brushing through and left with, it's expensive. So to me, it seems like the type of thing that you either would have to do if you know, like if your person is a vegan and maybe you want to provide that service, this would be what you consider, but it will be an expensive service. And for that, I don't know the math or the difference. What would be the difference in using this hair versus human hair, human braiding hair? You know what I mean? I don't know. Hair similar to synthetic Kanekalon hair. This is close, but it's definitely different. It's Earth and Beauty. Excuse me. Earth and Beauty woven together for a comfortable feel. Braid Better is lightweight, biodegradable, and most importantly, itch-free. You deserve peace of mind while wearing braids. You deserve better, which I completely agree with. I completely agree with that. Same look, different feel. It is definitely a different feel. You may notice that Braid Better fibers are thick and textured. It absolutely is. Plant-based braiding hair maintains its natural properties, providing better memory and durability. So that's where that thicker strands come from. It seems more durable. It does. And trust that each bundle is handcrafted and made with you and our tomorrow in mind. And this is Black owned, so I'm here for it. But it's made from extracted banana fiber. Gently unbraid the bundle using your fingers. After you've enjoyed your style, Braid Better can be added to your home compost bin or use a flat iron up to 400 degrees waste. And they recommend to use it to care for 6 months. So, polyvinyl chloride, no animal meat fat, no emulsifiers, no, a word I can't pronounce, and no toxic dye. I'm gonna get my doll. I want to see how it actually braids. Toxic dye. So have I opened the other bundle to see if maybe it's just that bundle? Okay, let's do that now. So this is the first bundle. Yeah. Good idea. Thank you for reminding me. There's 2 bundles. Why within 6 months? Because it's plant-based. And when things are natural, I guess there's a turning point. But that is a great question. Why within 6 months? What will happen to the hair? What will it lose? Right? That's a good question to ask. This is nothing against the company. So again, in all my separating, but this is what as with anything new, we have to give Ron $40. This is why I don't do reviews. Because I'm like, sometimes people don't want raw and all these strands. And that's all I got to give. Because if I'm telling people I braid with plant-based hair, you know, I want to love it, especially at a certain price point. This one is definitely like more, you know what I mean? So it almost looks like, so this is, you know, when you burn the ends of the hair? Second bundle. I wonder with plant-based hair, are the bundles consistent, right? Will they all look the same? Meaning, when I buy bags of hair, synthetic hair, all the bags look the same. But because this is handcrafted, will it all look the same? Still feels sturdy. I definitely think it's something in the dyeing process that's making it tangly, or a reason to open this up. I'm about to grab my doll, y'all. I want to see how this looks braided. Oh, but there's stuff all over me. I wonder what this is. Oh, I gotta show y'all this. So for me to use, like, should I be brushing it? It says gently detangle with. Let me show y'all this. So with every bundle, did I do a test? Look at what's coming out on my clothes. Well, it can't be. It cannot be. They say no flames. So the hair cannot be burned. They said it could be hot water. Every time y'all hear me coughing, but it cannot be burned. Yeah, they said not to burn it. So that's the one test I won't do. What I will do is take that first piece I separated. Oh gosh, y'all. So there is definitely something in the process that, as I'm sitting here talking, has dust particles. And and I keep telling y'all, I keep like sneezing. So there's something in this plant-based process that is making me cough, and coming from the hair itself. Of course everybody has braids in their hair, so I have nobody free. Okay, I'm gonna grab. Everybody has braids in their hair, so I have nobody free. Like, especially because I know a lot of people on my page are braiders. I hope let's have this moment, I hope so too. Like, let's look at this together. Because again, we need this alternative, and this is not. Why not? And I'm doing this in the hopes that I do want to share it and tag them. You know, like, y'all just open the bag with me. I waited for it for so long. I was so excited about it. I put it in my stories. I promoted it before I even had the item, synthetic hair. So why, when I get it, would I not on the market in that moment? You know, so it's not against free. Them. I want them to get this right, because in my new digital download braider cheat sheet, where I don't get paid to promote products, so I don't promote them publicly. But something like this that is like new to market, I was like, hell yeah. Look guys, see? This is from grabbing it here. Yeah. To braid with, like this. Okay, I'm gonna put product on. What am I gonna do? Short pieces. I'm just gonna stick it on here and see. So I'm gonna do a regular old school box braid. I was like, no, I'm coming upstairs to try this hair. It, like all of it. So already, to do the old school way to box braid, so I will say this, because the fibers are stronger, because the fibers are thicker, it feels different. It's very, or should I say, not controls, but it holds the hair. We push better. So this is the braid. So there's nothing, you know, nothing crazy there. That's the braid. So because the strands are thicker, putting edge control on it it
Those
actually is laying in place. It's almost like,
and edge control it down.
do you guys know,
as I would,
the piece of string that would like wrap around a box, and it's a little sturdy, it's a little thicker than string for a cake box? You ever bought a cake and it comes wrapped in a piece of string and you just cut the white string? It's a little bit sturdier than that. It's like brown string. Sometimes it's used for packaging. That's almost what it feels like. This braid, it's soft. It feels more like
there's
hair.
nothing different there.
And I just think
braid itself,
even just to compare, I think they're doing a really good
the
job
braid itself,
by even being innovators.
I think they're doing an amazing job by even coming up with this concept.
But personally, I don't think I could push through a head full of box braids with this just yet at this phase. Post this, and hopefully they, I don't know, that I would love to go live with them, right? Like, can we go live and just talk to them, and maybe
like, as far as the
braid
itself, there's
that
pieces
sticking out
too.
that didn't change. That's
maybe
normal.
I did something wrong.
I don't know.
Braiding the little broken pieces. What the
Thank
braid
y'all
looks
for the
like,
people
that's
who
the
are
same.
braiders,
Braiding
and
with it feels different on my hands because it feels more wiry because it's thicker. The feel of the braid as a whole, it feels a little harder, right? The hair itself is long, which is whatever, because we can cut that. But this is my concern too. So I have another concern. Because it comes long, if I cut it and then try to feather it, how much hair am I gonna lose from that process? Yeah, it is great, right? It is great. It is great. Like, I was so, that's what I'm telling y'all. I was like, I'm gonna go outside. The sun came out. Everybody thought it was gonna rain all weekend. And then I said,
think
oh,
for now,
no, my package
I will
came. I'm
absolutely
going upstairs
stick
to
to
open it.
the process I have, which is using synthetic hair. Again, if you don't know what synthetic hair to use or what products to use, and you're a new braider, I created a digital list that has been helpful for people who ask, what hair do you use? What hair do you use? What products do you use? What do you use, right? For anybody who's ever been curious about that, I created a new digital cheat sheet. And so if you are somebody who doesn't have somebody to ask, doesn't know what to use, what gel, what edge control, I suggest, if you are in Knotless Nation as an enrolled braider, you get that included as like bonus. But if not, and you don't need a full program, and you just want to know what are those items she's telling everybody to use, that's what I created. It's a digital product. The link is in my bio if you're curious about that. And again, that's for braiders or for people at home trying to figure it out on their own, and they're tired of asking people and being left on red. You know, because I've been there. Everything I create after doing polls and getting feedback from y'all, I'm thinking, what did I need when I was starting out? And there was nobody to ask, because people treat what they use like gold. And sometimes it's not the brands, it's the hands. So when you have skill, it doesn't matter. I could braid with gravy and get the same result. Other than that, that's it.
But obviously, I don't want to braid with gravy. I want to braid with a good product. But you know what I mean? Like, my point is sometimes people get so stuck on what